Nobody's home. We don't want any.
Hi, everybody. Nobody here?
That's how it goes.
What's happening, man? What's going on?
Nothing.
Did you
What
go
about
out and
you?
run the cul-de-sac circuit tonight?
You know what? I figured out what happened. So I was super pumped up about that last week when that happened. And then, it was like amazing. And then it been zilcho ever since. And I'm like,
What
what's going on?
what's up with that, man?
And
Come
one of
on.
the kids was a little bit down when his battery ran out. And then come to find out, when there was a stray dog needed rescued yesterday, uh, found out that his spur gear and pinion is a mess. So he's waiting on parts. So that explains why no one's been running, because the junior will get sore, I think, if we're out there running and he can't.
you
He
don't
was
want
pretty
you
good.
you don't want to see a junior out there crying because
No, we'll
his
wait till he gets fixed and then to
because
make
his
him
truck
cry.
is broke, right? Well, you got some extras to spare, I'm sure.
Well, not that what he's got, the mini max. And yeah, no, you're not driving my stuff. My stuff's all My stuff's all big, man. The beauty of what we're racing is it's small. You don't want to get hurt.
Right on.
So that's it. Wild Bill, Victor, Chris, what up?
The three guys in the house, man.
That's all right, because there will be 3 times that many watch it on the replay.
That's right. Yeah, man. We're talking about good stuff over here. You know what, dude?
I
I
don't
am,
get it.
brother. Let them get it. They'll figure it out because I'm over
I don't even
here.
care.
I'm over here on your Amazon page doing some shopping, bro.
And the way that works, it doesn't have to be on the store for it to work.
Right.
So bookmark the store and then shop whatever you want. I noticed this. So when I cracked open the affiliate stuff on RC, it was Amazon that got me in it in the first place.
They sucked
I
you
was,
in.
well, I was able to see the conversions and the percentages of this and that. And I also realized that I was making commission when people bought dog shampoo and undershirts.
Dog fiddlings.
And I
Right on.
knew that I didn't have those items on the store. So it doesn't matter. Just click into the store and then shop for whatever you want. Now, there's a bunch of stuff that's on the store that's useful. I haven't updated it a lot, but
Like 100, like a 2300 kV motor.
well, the last 2 things that were put on the store were requests by you, the viewer. So that's Kelly and Chris. Chris asked me what stuff I use for my windows. And so I put it up on the store before I answered them. And same with that unit today. I'm like, yeah, I should have those units on there if they're not already, even though it doesn't need to be on there.
It's always good to know that because I got a little bit twisted up when I
How many
went to
guys shop on Amazon, bro?
when I went to your page. I got a little twisted up a few weeks ago. I went to your page and I'm like, what? I'm like, what I'm looking for in your store.
Search
But
bar.
but then you were like, just go to the store and then do the search and make me rich, man, because you buy everything off of Amazon.
If you're,
Well, if you're buying anyways, you might as well help a brother out.
this is the whole thing about this stuff, which is why you should understand why I haven't focused on it or mentioned it. But it's like, yo, I need to mention it. That's all I'm saying.
You
So
got to mention it.
you're gonna buy it anyway. Bookmark the bloody Amazon store, the FMS and Horizon links in the description. Support the channel. It doesn't take much extra, just
Right.
consideration.
Yep.
That, or you can just direct deposit straight from your paycheck to my account. I don't care. Give it up.
Dude, we did that a couple of weeks ago as far as like a little bit of transfer of money on a
Do you need
F86
a
Sabre.
honcho body? That's what I want to know.
Well, I helped you off lift your Jeep body, bro.
Yeah, when you're somebody needs a honcho body. I've got it on Marketplace for 150. It's if you can get one at Jenny's RC, they're 290. And dude asked me if I'd come off of it. The price. Um,
Tell him
no,
289.99.
I'm yeah. I almost said 160, after said 150. And I'm not coming off of it. That's it is what it is. 150 for a $300 body, and I'm gonna have to soak up the shipping. That's a monster. It can be done online these days, Victor. You're right.
Anything can be done nowadays online.
Everything can be done online except looking up answers to questions and manuals that are readily available.
Right on. Chris said, got the front wheels cut, wheel wells cut, and ran it today. Was so excited I forgot to film it. Dude, I do that quite often myself, Chris.
I can tell when I'm out there, not as often as I want to be, that I don't get what I wished I got. I put out the video late last night on the trimmer's truck.
Saw it. Commented, liked, and commented.
Nice, thanks. So I got rid of Adobe Premiere Pro, which I've edited on for years. And so I've had to learn iMovie, which has changed since I used it in 2012.
A little bit.
A lot bit. And I hate the intro photo montage because it's so clumsy compared to Adobe, dude. But I can't pay 25 bucks a month anymore for it. I've been paying 25 bucks a month for Adobe Premiere Pro since like 2012. Add that up. Don't add that up. I don't want to know. It hurts my feelings.
It hurts my brain to think of adding it up.
Bro. Well, think about 240 a year since 2012.
Right?
Jeez.
Dude, you know what? Honestly, I actually don't mind. I thought it would be easier on the computer, and I think it is now. I've gotten a little bit better with iMovie here on this new Mac, but honestly, dude, I can rip through a video pretty quick on my iPhone, on iMovie on my iPhone. Dude, it's pretty slick and simple. But I would rather do it on a computer myself. But I don't know any different, you know. I
Like
don't.
that's
That's
the
all I've
thing.
used.
Whatever. Like I can so easily do whatever I want on Adobe
Right?
because I've been on it for
Eons.
it's so much easier for me. And like even that photo thing, it was like things don't go to the same spot. They don't.
It doesn't flow the same way.
I was like enough, and I made like a bull BS slideshow out of the photos, which put it vertical, and that's why that beginning piece is vertical in the stinking video because that's what it was. I was like, I can't do this right now. one at a time because I used to be able to drag and drop whatever super easy, and it's not the same.
Right on. Chris, you're commenting that you got a lot of body roll. Is that with your new big rig that you stretched out? Must be. 110 chassis. Nice. Where'd you find that at? Dude, I'm shopping for 90 millimeter. You don't have any extra 90 millimeter shocks over there, do you? In your storefront there, Ryan?
Probably.
I need two for the project I'm officially launching tonight.
I probably do. but you'll have to buy all four, just like the nickel piece of plastic that you need, just like the nickel piece of plastic that you need for a wing. You have to buy the whole fuse.
It's buy two get two free, man. Come on. I need a set.
Buy two for the price of four is what it is.
There you go. Buy two for the price of four. I need two black 90mm shocks.
I'd go grab them right now. I think they're off the TRX4.
Yeah, if you got a set, because I'm looking on Amazon and they got a bunch of garbage trash. For my new project that I have now, not one, but two printers running downstairs at this very moment. Awesome. One's running black, the other one's running yellow.
Nice.
And you know the project that I'm starting.
I know. I saw a video on it too.
Bro, dude, there's so many files with this. It's ridiculous.
It makes me want to finish my Unimog.
Dude, this thing is as big as the SCX6. It's crazy.
Which is nuts. You know what you need to do is get the rider for the low C dirt bike.
Bro, check this out. I found this. Actually, you know what? It's on my. Hang on. Let me see if I can go find this on Amazon. This is actually super, super cool.
Find it. And these things are going to have body roll, dude. It's cool. They're crawlers. The wheel wells are the bump stops, bro. I thought my truck did good out there. I was easy on it, but I thought it did well.
Bro, so if I found it, check this out. There's my guy.
Okay.
He's 12 inches tall, bro.
How much?
$40 on Amazon.
Through Pilot Ryan store?
Yep.
I should put that dude on there.
Here, I'll text you the link. Because they got a bunch of different dudes and they're really actually well done and they articulate and move.
Nice.
For $40. Why not?
I mean, I keep printing off Matt, but
I'm getting matted out, man. Honestly.
I like that Sabre, though.
I just texted it to you, but there's a bunch of different ones. But seeing how I'm doing something that I can have fun in the wintertime and the snow with, this dude just fits the bill. Chris says it rolls like a stadium truck. You gotta love that, man. Sick.
So when I visited the store, I get a bunch of backpacks full of balls. So where do you find more dudes like this?
You just do a search for that brand, and there's a bunch of other dudes, man.
But I visited the store, and all it had was backpacks full of balls.
No, man. No. You got to do a search for that. What is it? Click and whatever. Click and play. There's a bunch of them. You have to just do a search for that click and play.
And then dolls.
Figurines or whatever, I think. And then there's quite a good selection of them. But they're 12-inch, And this will be perfect because this dude that I was watching that one video that I sent you yesterday or whatever, that dude bought a different one for his and they don't have it anymore, and it's cool. I mean, it's rocking. It's perfect for my gig. And this one here is going to be it, man. It's the only thing I can find that's snow worthy.
Man, I'm telling you, I am not seeing the same stuff as you, and I am on your guy.
Oh, well, I'll have to go find it and send you the link.
Fake donuts and plastic veggies. And I'm on click and play, bro. What?
Oh, maybe it's just because I buy like 250 items on Amazon every 3 months. Maybe I get a full featured availability of click and play crap. Chris, I'm looking at it right now, dude. That's cool, man. Look at that. That's slick.
Oh, I do like that. I'm not a crew
That's
cab or a dually guy personally, but that I always thought looked really good. It's a GMC. They call it, I mean, a GMC or a Chevy, they call it something else, I think. Sakara or something crazy, trying to get around the licensing of it all.
that's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah, dude. So I'm gonna spill the beans, man.
Still,
I decided to buy the files, and I'm gonna do one of these little guys.
how do
Ski
they
ride.
how do they
Ski.
gear it, dude? Because you were talking about 2300 kV.
So they recommend the 2200 kV castle combo. But there you actually print out. So the pinion gear, you print that out. It's a 16 tooth, and the spur gear is a 60 tooth.
Oh, and you wouldn't even have to print out that stuff if you just
No, and
found the right stuff.
so I actually have, I don't know how many teeth are in it, but I've got one of them brand new, one of them big slug transmissions that's out of like the deadbolt. I got a brand new one down in the basement. I need to crack it open and see what those are, because I could probably just get by with using the metal spur and a metal pinion.
Oh yeah,
But the track's pretty cool. I was looking through the directions on this. There's like 72 pages to this manual. It's intense.
and
And the
that's
heart,
is that one language or all of them?
no, that's English.
Oh,
And it's like the parts list is ridiculously long. I mean, the amount of M3 and M2 and M4 screws you got to have is crazy.
at least it's the right size screws. I had to get a bunch
Yep.
of weird uh, Phillips screws for this Unimog deal. I got to a point with that where I was ready to mount the lights and then continue. And then I got on a bunch of other projects. And then now I've spent those lights up and I'm in the same boat. I got to get some lights again because I got to a point where it's time to install them and then can go keep on.
Yep.
But I like that one. I've got 2.2 Patagonias on that TRX4, and that rig, that body's made for that TRX4 chassis. I had to buy a couple things to make it work and printed off a few others to make it work because there were some things on that 2021 Bronco that chassis for that are different than a regular TRX4. So like bumper mounts and shock tower baloney, I had to buy and print,
Yep.
and I did it. So it's ready. I got to get the lights. I think that'll be a cool one. I like the idea of the 2 point. It looks kind of big because it's 2.2 tires and it's on portals. So I think wintertime that Unimog is going to be fun.
It would be fun. Heck yeah. That's
Second gear, dude, on a 10 scale will be nice.
Oh yeah. Dude, the 10 scales, they roll on second gear.
Yeah,
I forget.
and on the big tires too. It's going to be
Yeah.
sweet. And I'm probably going to change the power system. I don't know. There's something nice about that Traxxas already being all set up with the dude locking, unlocking diff, second gear. If I can keep what I got, I think I maybe should.
Keep it.
I
Run
just
it.
I just talked myself out of it. It's staying brushed.
Might as well, dude. I actually thought about this thing's, it's a snowmobile. Who cares? And I thought it'd be fun on the trails. Like we go over to, Oxbow Park, like to do some trailing. That thing will be a blast, man, to run around over there.
I think
But
so.
I've been thinking about leaving or putting a 550 brushed motor in it, something that came out of one of my other crawlers. Because I first thing I do, guys, I don't even power up. If I buy a 110
I've got a
scale,
handful of those too.
I don't even power it up. I just first thing I do is just rip the motor out of it and have brand new 1800 quick run in the box laying here ready to go.
Yeah,
So I've got plenty of 550 brush motors, and I think that'd be fine for that.
that would be fine. I've got a bunch of those Jeep wheels too, the Jimny wheels that I want to use up on something. Also,
Yep.
I mean,
I think I got 8 or 10 of them. I got a BS stock of those.
bro, I've
Some
got 3 sets or something, and I gave away a couple.
dude, you know what? We should just print out a big airplane, like a 3D printed airplane, and use 2 of them on it.
Treaded Jeep tires. Why not? Definitely
Why
could.
not? Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
man.
trying to think about my next big project, but it's like, gosh, you can only run one at a time.
Bro,
I'm,
I'll share these files with you for the snowmobile. You and Kirk.
I don't know on that. I
Dude, you rip that through the cul-de-sac, dude, you will get that kid next door. You'll get his attention.
it's I need to see more videos of it.
They look to be a little bit tipsy.
It didn't look fast.
I think they are kind of fast, but the guys are just scared to really. This dude that I've been watching, I think he's scared to really get into it. But you know me, we're gonna rip it. But the
It
thing is, it has like the arms, the upper and lower front control arms. There's actually mods within the files from 2024, and they actually took them from like 10 millimeters out to like 30 millimeters to get that stance wider. So I'm gonna start with the original files for this and see how it does. I'll probably print the 30 millimeter upper and lower arms, if because we're gonna roll that thing and I'm gonna destroy that thing.
solid infill or what?
I haven't changed any settings so far. I'm printing right now the what is it called? It's the basically where the motor mounts. So I got the motor mount, the ESC plate, and the main center inside box of this thing so
There's
far.
only
And then
certain suspension elements that I think would need to be solid infill. But the neat thing about the waffle structure, if you're willing to drill, you can pump it full of epoxy or that JB Weld plastic stuff or whatever.
it would probably be a good idea to just do that anyways on these, because it seems like it needs some weight down low. It may not be a bad idea to put a chunk I got a big washer out in my toolbox that's like made out of lead. I take and just mount that thing on the belly of this thing to help give it some weight on the bottom up front.
Yeah, that's not a
But
bad idea.
but they don't really they don't really go into detail in the instructions on the printing part of it. They got some Kira settings.
So it didn't. Sometimes there's G codes already for some of that stuff. There isn't on that.
No, they say to print everything out just how it is, right straight from the
Oh,
file. But
well
they
then
don't. Actually, I'm gonna look real quick on my
that's kind
computer.
of that's kind of like having G codes. Is it STL or is it already like sliced?
It's all STL stuff. You have to slice it. But this is a big project. There's a lot here, but these guys are saying they go together really quick. I just gotta get the right screws and stuff. I gotta order the screws, and it actually requires a belt. There's actually a drive belt that goes from the transmission to the the actual track.
Is it there any reduction in the transmission, or is it just solid from the motor, pinion, and
I haven't actually dove into that yet.
I bet it's just straight
Probably.
gearing.
Let's-
You know what I mean?
There's
Like,
there's a tension belt, idler arm, front sprocket. Yeah, that's just in the transmission. I'm looking at the list of items within the file.
so it sounds like it's kind of set up like a bike.
More or less. But yeah, I think there's it's kind of cool because there's 39, because you have different lengths of the rear section and the actual track. It can be like 154 millimeters, 165 millimeters, and there's one that's 176 millimeters or something. But the 154 millimeter track, there's 39 actual individual pieces that you have to print, and there's 3 different ones that go in progression with different track lay,
Right.
and they go together. It's pretty cool. They go together with 16 gauge finish nails, and then there's like little flaps at the end that prints, and you got to heat them up just a little bit with the torch, and then turn them in to
Sick.
keep the finish nails in.
I get it.
It's really a pretty cool. It's going to be a pretty cool build, really.
That's neat.
Yeah, man.
That's
So
neat. Yeah. That's pretty neat.
I'm pretty sure. Didn't I email you and Kirk the actual instructions, the assembly instructions, the manual?
I think so. Yeah.
I think I did last night, because it's wild that somebody actually took the time to do this. It's cool.
Well, man, that's what blew me away about that, and that's why I mentioned the Unimog, because it's got a sweet manual.
Yeah.
And man, my initial thing on that was, let me do one on the chassis it's made for.
Yep.
And I even bought a bed from someone else for a Unimog only because it had Axial, Vanquish, and Traxxas mounts in the files.
Yep.
That I wanted for later, But I want to finish this Unimog. That's what I say. I'm looking at the Bronco, the little one, right now, and it's cool. I'm in no hurry though on it.
Right on.
And I did some whitewashes and stuff on it.
Oh, dude, that's looking good. I haven't seen that lately.
Yeah, it's not bad, but it's nowhere close either. And just not there yet. But I mean, it's cool. It looks all right.
Bro, you should have put that on a leafer. Come on, man.
I wouldn't. Part of me wishes I did, because I'm like, dude, I should have just left the Willys wagon on here and ponied up.
Right.
But the thing is, the Willys wagon, I mean, there's a reef servo, hobby wing. Like, this is super dialed, got a nice receiver, articulating driver. Like, it's an underutilized, super well built 10 scale that wasn't getting to stretch its legs. So I'm like, dude, let me put it on something I can actually like. The Willys is dope, dude. It really is. And that printed off so nice. I didn't do any finish work on that at all other than the paint. That was my first. I printed everything crawler. I think that or the Travelall was, but it was one of the first. And it worked out okay. It looks good. I got that articulating driver in there. I figured out a lot of stuff. I adapted CJ7 interior files for it and all this stuff. But it's so top heavy. And so
Yep.
I liked it in the wintertime, but man, but it looks good. It's a shame. If it wasn't so top heavy, I would have almost considered making one of those for a 6 scale. And I still could. And
Yeah.
the Unimog could be 6 scale as well. but I want to get the little one done first.
But the 6 scale stuff, those chassis are so much more solid, heavier. I
It
think
may not be
you're
a
right.
problem. Yeah.
It probably wouldn't be a problem putting one of that 6 scale chassis wouldn't even know it's there.
Well, those Willys look really great as a truck with a thrift side style bed on it. Is what those Jeep.
Oh,
That's what they look like.
oh.
If it's the truck version, not the wagon.
I think wasn't that a pickup truck version that Fred sent us?
Yep. And I think
That
I snagged a screenshot of one fully built up one the other day
nice.
and sent it to you.
I don't know if you did or not. If you sent it this week has been pure
It
madness for me.
it wasn't this week.
So you asked, and I got in front of me here real quick on the snowmobile. Non-structural parts are 15% infill, and the structural parts are 35%, which isn't all that bad. So I'll have to go back and reslice the front, upper, and lower arms. I'll have to change my infill density to that for those.
But at 15, you're so loose. Depending on how the waffle structure is, you can sometimes, if you're willing to do a little messing around, you can almost inject something into some of those.
Yeah. Or, I might even go like 80 or 90, 100% infill, especially on the upper and lower arms, just for extra rigidity and maybe a little bit extra weight. I don't know. This is all new to me. This is something new.
Yeah, I mean, there's a part of me that's like, do what they say first.
Right? It works. Do it. Right?
Exactly.
Yep. But I'm kind of curious to see how the files all come out, see how this thing prints out. I'm just gonna go step by step by the manual. Just start with chapter 1 and get this done and built. Go to number 2. I'm gonna print out 2 different sections at a time. And how I'm doing is just putting each section that's in the manual on the dinner plate to print. Put all those parts on and print them all. I've got my small printer set up with yellow, so the skis are going to be yellow, and so I'm gonna do my different colored stuff on the small printer and just do everything black that needs to be black on the K1 Max.
I need to get some colors again, man. I kind of like how some of them look. Where did I see that?
Asia, what's up? Hello, y'all.
I still like that off-road mail truck thing from I had seen it, but you sent it, I think, as well. That Montana mail runner thing.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that. That's been a while ago.
That may be a good way to burn up those tires from the
Jimny?
Yep.
The big Jimny chassis?
Yes.
I'm glad I didn't buy another one of those, honestly, because I still think I'm going to rip my FJ40 body off of my other chassis and I'm going to build something different to put on there.
Oh, man. I love that FJ.
It's cool. It's cool, but I'm ready for something different. You know me.
I'm still about that Dodge 65 we looked at the other day.
Was that the one last week on the show?
I think so. My dad had one. I flew out the door.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get it. Get it.
I don't have enough filament. That's what I'm just gonna. I gotta work. I gotta sell something. So I'm working with what I got right now. Yes, sir.
Sell that honcho body, $189.99. It's on sale.
Dude, I'll sell it for 150.
Ryan's got a sale on shocks. Buy two, get two free.
A lot of golds in October. There's a lot of stuff I want to fly and film so I can offload it.
Brother, how many tables you get? 3?
I'll get 2 because I'm cheap.
Let's get 4. I'll go in with you because I want to get rid of some of my airplanes too.
Okay.
If you're cool with that.
I'm cool with that.
I'll probably sell my B2. I've never flown it. It's brand new. There's several up there I need to part with. I should take my Prometheus. That'd probably go off the table pretty quick.
Probably. They all want a smoking deal there.
They ain't no deals in this house. We already came prepared with our pricing to sell.
My pricing strategy is I tell them what retail is. And then it doesn't sound as expensive.
Yeah.
What I'm asking for.
Start high, throw it out there on a high number and everybody gets a good deal. I would sell stuff at a fraction of what I paid for it, just because I just want to get rid of it.
You really can't be much more than half a retail. You'll move your stuff pretty well, and even then they'll beat on you.
Yeah.
But a little more than half a retail, if it's mint, it's not bad.
Yep.
Then by the end of the show, it's different. And I've had guys, it's like, nah, I just got here. I just put this out. Like, if it's still here at the end of the show, like, yeah, come back. But I'll get what I'm asking on this. I'm like super confident. I'm nice, but I'm like, yeah, no, I
get it.
This won't last.
It's no different than a garage sale, bro. I hate garage sales, but I remember being a kid, my mom would have garage sales and people would want to buy something. She's like, we just opened. There ain't no way I'm selling it for that. And like 2 hours later, it's gone for what was on the price that was on it. So it makes sense. What's up, Ty?
Y'all were talking about some tinfoil stuff last night. I don't know where that's coming from.
What? I missed that.
I won't even say it out loud because I don't want to be wrong or right at all.
Victor said he loved his B2. Yeah.
I know where you can get one in Indiana.
Right over here.
You still got the box?
I do. The shipping box?
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go. There you go.
Sure do.
There you go.
Anybody wants to buy it, it's up for sale today. Never been flown.
Really?
No.
Bro, I could move that in a heartbeat. Indiana is where you get, if you take that left turn at Albuquerque, you'll end up right there.
I don't even know where Indiana is. That's awesome.
I've seen someone say Asia twice. Who's Asia? I don't even see an Asia in here.
I actually have it on my phone and it popped up on my phone, but it did not populate here on the screen. It's kind of weird.
That is weird.
So yeah, whatever airplanes you want to video that I've got, let's go. I got Tiger Cat. I
want to knock out a bunch of these I have that haven't seen film because I won't move them until I've got them in front of a camera, and then I can let them rip. There's a bunch I'm not getting rid of, but I have a bunch that I will. I'll probably sell that FMS Beaver, dude.
Might as well.
I got a big Carbon Z Cub. I don't need the Beaver.
Yeah.
I want floats. I got the Cub. The Beaver's cool because the lights and the windows and stuff. But I kind of like the way the Cub flies a little better.
It's so predictable.
I mean, the Beaver's not bad, bro, without a doubt. It's pretty nice. It was very non-eventful flying it off of water, but I like the articulated suspension on the Carbon Z Cub though.
Yep.
But I like the scale looks in the windows and stuff on that.
On the Beaver.
Yeah.
Yep. I get it.
I think the Beaver needs woke up with a power system, and I'd feel different about it. I've got a Power 60 and a Power 90.
What's in it right now?
Stock.
But what's it comparable to? When it comes to Power 60, Power 90,
probably not quite as much. I mean, most out of the box stuff is just barely enough to say they've given you what you need.
What's up, Dwayne?
That's why you can't change a prop without upping stuff, because they're already sitting at the threshold.
Right.
It's the same way ready to run steering servos are never anything to write home about, so to speak.
Bro, it's no different.
Dwayne, what up?
I went and put a nice 3-bladed prop on my T28, my Carbon Z. Dude, I haven't flown it. I haven't flown since I put it on. It's probably been 2 years.
Ridiculous. I will not sell my Carbon Z T28 or my Carbon Z Cub or the Sportix or my Viper 90 or some of these little things I got. But I got a Viper 64, a Viper 70, the FMS Pilatus, an FMS Glider. I won't sell my FMS Rafale. It's back there. It's right there. There's a ton of stuff I won't get rid of. Some of my classic paint job stuff, my P40, P47, T6, the Beechcraft, I'm not getting rid of. It's just they're too cool. They're classic. The Warbirds and the classics are really my jam. And then some of the jets, like I would definitely, if I can get done with the Viper 64 and 70, I'd let those go, but I won't sell the Viper 90.
Bigger's better.
Yeah. You know, in the F86 right here, like I'm not getting rid of it.
Well, you know what? They're like damn kids. You know, I go up there, I bring it up to us here in the show several times. I'm gonna get rid of stuff. I gotta get rid of my airplanes. But dude, at the end of the day, I go up there and I stand in that room and I'm like, what can I sell? I don't want to sell that. I don't want to sell that. That flies really good. I'm not getting rid of that. And I'm like, what the hell am I even saying it for? Because it's like I want to get rid of them, but I don't.
There's been times where, you know, obviously working in this game for so long, I've had so much stuff that I've had to get rid of. I've gotten rid of so much stuff that I wished I didn't get rid of. Like I've had so much stuff, I've had to get rid of stuff that I liked. And you know, I wish I still had an FMS Zero. I wish I still had my FMS Tiger Cat. But the fact of the matter is, the more awkward it is to hang it up and get it out of the way, the more liable I am to get rid of it. Like this Revol is hard to store, but this is my second one. I sold one last year or the year before, and I managed to get another one. And I don't know how. And so I have an FMS Glider I need to film too. And some of this I'll be glad to see it gone. And then other stuff, it's like, yeah, no, I'm on my second one because I regretted getting rid of it the first time.
You know you don't want to get rid of it if you had to sell it and then buy it back or buy another one.
And that's what happened. I sold the first Carbon ZT28, never should have. I got rid of my first blue and white Carbon Z Cub before they made the orange ones. You know?
Yeah.
And so I regretted getting rid of them. So when I got a chance to get them again, I'm like, I'm doing it, you know? And so I'm keeping that big T28. It's fantastic. My big FMS Thunderbolt P47 I'm keeping.
You're a 47 guy.
I like them.
Like if you still had that Messerschmitt, that 339, dude, I would buy that from you right now today.
Which one?
Was it the MB 339? The Messerschmitt, the ducted fan, the 339.
The 262?
Oh, 262. That's it. Sorry. Yep.
Those are gone. Gone.
The 262. That airplane, I don't know. I like
it's pretty good. I flew both of the free wing versions, and then I sold I had the HSD one too. And I had a HSD T-33, huge 12S awesome jets. And they were in the way, bro. Somebody got a stinking deal on them.
If you had everything, your room would look like Brian Phillips's basement, dude.
I'm full now, and I've gotten rid of a ton. And for me, back in the day, it was the same way too. So before the influencer of it all, where you would earn commissions, the only way I could get stuff was by turning stuff over, making room and cash to buy the next one. So I'd sell 2 or 3 used to get the new thing. I mean, you guys would be surprised how many things I bought when I was working at Motion because I didn't want to wait for them to feel like sending it. Like, what are you talking about? This is our product. How are you not going to get it out on video?
Right. Yep. Boss just came from the field. He's got 50 to 60 planes and jets. Yeah.
Nice.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's wild how fast they pile up.
He's about to have a 1955 Chevy on leaf springs as soon as he's ready.
Oh yeah.
He was talking about that a while back. I'd rather sell you an SCX6 version because it's done. That's the thing. I don't want to get rid of it. But, bro, it's just in a museum. I gotta make room, bro.
I'm gonna sell all of my SCX6.
We could go to Pro Line by the Fire.
Is that what, in California, or where is that?
Yeah. I'd love to go there with this stuff.
I'm not driving to California, brother.
No, I'm not either. Not to sell filament sculptures.
That Pro Line by the Fire looks good, though.
I may still. Do I still have it?
Bro, Chris keeps talking about that haul and crawl. We need to load up and go down to that. Honestly,
Alabama.
I think that's what he said.
Isn't that 10 hours away?
Probably 8 in my car.
It depends which part. Yeah, I would love to do that, dude. But and it's the same thing as before. It's like I move. If I can move something, I think you and I both have fallen in love with the making it as much as the using it. And I kind of like having a project going. Northern Alabama.
Alabama.
A little closer in Birmingham.
8.5 hours. We'll burn the wheels off my Lincoln. Let's go. So, hey, Victor, you know what? I know we talked about this before. You're in the Los Angeles area. Next time I'm out in Cali at corporate, I'm going to look you up, brother. Let's get together and do some flying. Because my office is actually in Buena Park. So probably not too far from you. Buena Park.
Buena.
BP.
Buena. Yeah, I'd feel better about it if I could move one, I think.
1 or 10? 5 or 20?
Yeah.
We could easily fill up 4 tables then.
Because, dude, I mean, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6s. But I'd only sell 2 of them.
But look what Chris said. People sell a lot of trucks there at Haul and Crawl. I'm telling you, we stockpile my Lincoln full of all of our SCX6 bodies, except for 2 of our favorites. We go down there and run these damn things and just sell them. And just start over.
That's where you prove it out, because it's like 4 bolts and I can swap these bodies around.
You do 2, you do 4, and I'll do 2. So Boss says I enjoy building planes. So balsa kits, because that's something that I think Ryan, you mentioned it long while back that you would like to build or or at least have a balsa airplane.
Yeah, I kind of like that SWS timber,
Yep.
and I mean, I really like flying your Eagle. Well, that was awesome.
Yeah, the balsa stuff just it lets you know that it'll bite you.
But they
They're
fly good.
they're
They do,
different.
and I like the Cub too. The newer wood Cub from I think Hangar 9. They didn't release it as a SWS, but it's like a Hangar 9
Yep.
Cub, and I like it too. I don't have to necessarily build it. I just kind of want it, whether it's ARF, plug and play, bind and fly, whatever, I don't care. But the one thing on that Cub is, if I'm going to look at gear that are scaled as articulating, I want them to do that. And those don't.
Yep.
But there's, I mean, classic, a Cub, but I got one,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a Nerf, it's that orange and white, no window having, E-flight. I should buy the light set for the Cessna 150 and put them on that Cub.
Yeah, I remember you making that comment at one point. I
Re-
like the lights on the
repaint that
150,
repaint that joint. When I did the light kit on the B-24, it was the 150 light kit that I used because I knew it was going to be long enough, the wires out to the wings for the lights. So they would work fine on the Carbon Z Cub.
Yeah, easily installed. Do you still have a 150 tail dragger? Or did you get rid of that?
I gave it to Bobby. I gave a lot of stuff away to whoever helped. Like, yeah, he was all about it, so I let him have it.
Dude,
And
yeah. I wish mine was a tail dragger.
it can be.
Do they have a conversion kit, or is there anything specific you got to do with it?
I think all you gotta do is put the tail wheel stuff on there and move the mains up. Get rid of the nose wheel.
So to move the mains up, do you have to obviously cut the bottom of the fuselage out? And then do you have to put the mounting bracket? Do you have to move it up?
Here's what you do. You go to the website and you look at the fuselage for the tail dragger, and you look at the fuselage for the trike. And if they're the same part number, there's nothing you have to do. Really. It's
Gotcha.
prepared, so to speak. The difference is going to be the cutout for the nose wheel, but the other things. So there definitely should be a different SKU number for those fuses. But looking at the bottom, if you can, or in the books for them, is going to tell you.
I don't read the books.
What you need to know.
I'm on Horizon's website now. I'll have to look and see.
Yeah, I just don't want to click off, or I'd look.
Yeah, no good. All good.
But I don't think I think it's doable. It's easier to go that way than the other way.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna look this up and see. Because now I'm curious.
That nose wheel is a little finicky to handle. If you ever had to service that, it's kind of tricky, dude.
Dude, I take mine in and out all the time, bro. For the floats. All the time.
I would never. because it's a deal, bro. Getting that in and out, and then getting your rudder and nose wheel working right is kind of a big deal.
Yep.
What's up, Aaron?
Dude, it's the exact same E-flite part number. The tail dragger version, the 150T. Oh, see. Yeah.
The fuselage part number
Yep.
same.
Yep. They're both the same. I
So
opened up two windows, went to Horizon on both windows. One did, I did the tail dragger on one and the tricycle gear on the other, and looked up the replacement parts. Exact same part number.
So it must be the cowl that's different then. Something has to be different for that nose wheel.
No, because this bare fuselage doesn't have, they're the same. It's cut off right behind the firewall.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
So the firewall must be different between them. One probably has the holes and the setup for
Right.
the
And that's all in
the
the that's
gear.
all up in the cowling.
Yeah.
It about has to be if the fuse is the same number. That's how you suss it out, though. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Now you make me want to look. That Cletus Cub looks good.
It does, but dude, that thing's been around for what, 20 years?
Man, if I'm being completely honest, I'm like, okay, first of all, I should paint my Carbon Z Cub that paint scheme. That would be cool. The Cletus.
Do it. That
Okay.
would, I mean, it's a cool scheme for sure.
The scheme is awesome. The plane is long in the tooth, though, man. That's the old Park Zone red and white Sport Cub, bro.
Dude, they were showing pictures of him being a little kid flying that damn thing.
I'm not surprised. And here's what I wish they did with it. It still has that weird flight controller and receiver in it, like the Apprentice has and the beginner stuff. So what happens is someone's gonna like get it, and then they're like, "Oh, I want to fly. I'm gonna get a better radio." Then they get a better radio, and it's like you gotta beat your head against the wall to work that electronics radio system out on your new radio.
Yep.
And everything you learn in doing it doesn't apply to any bit of the future. So I wish it had the 631 receiver in it, like Bind and Flies have, and like the Aeroscout has. So when you learn how to put it and program it for a better radio, it's something that you can take with you in the future. You're gonna beat yourself up to learn how to work that old equipment for no reason. You can't apply anything you've learned to the future.
Yep.
And for me, that's a no for me, dog.
Yeah. No, I get it.
But it's fine, and it does what it's supposed to do, and it looks fantastic. I'm just not wild about that.
And all of the flying videos and all the RC stuff that Cletus has pushed in the last year or so, year and a half, dude, Horizon will make bank on that because everybody and their brother that loves Cletus McFarlane is going to just buy one just because whether they know how to fly it or not, or whether or not they're going to want to learn how to fly it or not, are going to
And
have
that's another reason why I think put your best foot forward. Not with this. You don't even know what that. Everybody knows AR630, AR620, AR637T, AR8360T, AR whatever, right? What's the receiver in that thing? No one knows because it's HBZ antique carbon dated BC
it's crazy
technology. Writes it says they make a filler piece for the front gear. He's talking about that 150T.
Oh, okay.
guarantee.
Yeah, I should swap mine over to a tail dragger version. Because I actually repainted mine to mimic what the 150 that I soloed back when I was in high school.
Same paint,
Same paint color, yeah.
different numbers.
No, I changed the numbers and everything to match that airplane.
Nice, nice, nice. So it looks the same except for the numbers and such.
No, the numbers, everything. It's all like legit. You look at a picture of the airplane that I soloed in.
White,
Huh?
but it's red and white still, right?
No.
What color
Mine is all white with turquoise on it.
is it?
Yeah.
I never saw it. That's cool.
Yep. And
Was it a trike?
yeah,
Yeah.
I probably have. Let me see if I have
Dude,
it.
if I had that on the trike, I'd never take it off. I can't believe you changed that out for the
Dude, I
float.
do it all the time, man.
What a drag, dude.
Well, it's kind of, it's one of those things like
That's why I didn't like that plane. I was so glad to see it come out as a tail dragger.
it's not that I've done it so many times now.
Bro, I got to go look in the garage because I'm curious if I still have my HSD Cessna or not. I forget. I forget.
It's pretty bad when you forget if you got an airplane or not. But if you're anything like Brian Phillips, you probably forget what you got. Holy guacamole. Yeah, guys, I actually I painted my Carbon ZT28 yellow. It was the version 1. And then
Hey.
shortly after I painted the damn thing, they came out with the yellow one. What you got? You got it?
I still got it.
You rage about that airplane. You say it's fantastic.
Well, that's why I also got rid of the 150 I had to Bobby because I had this one, which is a trike with a really nice suspension, plastic windows and all that scale stuff. So yeah, sweet. I still got the HSD 182. I forgot, bro. So that means I got red and white covered. I can totally get rid of that Beaver because I got a Carbon Z Cub.
Yep.
T28, a nice 182.
Yep.
You know why I kept it really? It's great, but dude, it's so nice in scale. I thought if I ever FPV'd, that's the plane I wanted in.
Yeah. 182s, 172s, they're all really good. Typically, they're really good platforms, great flying airplanes.
Oh, they're all great flyers, man.
It'd be cool. It'd be cool if Horizon would come out with a Carbon Z like Cessna 206. .206 would be fun. It's a 182 stretched. The fuselage stretched to basically a bush plane with 300 horse on the front. Dude, they're so fun. Back when I was flying for a living, one of our buddies had a 206 and it needed to be ferried over from, I think we were at
They got retracts too, right?
No, 206s do not.
206.
Yeah, 210.
210.
A 177 Cardinal, they have RGs. 210s are retractable gear. But 206, dude, it's like a heavy hauling bush plane type situation.
Okay.
And a buddy of ours had a 206 and he needed it ferried. He needed somebody to fly it over from Sarasota to Kissimmee, I think it was. And he's like, Kelly, he called me. He's like, jump in my 206 and fly it over there. I'm like, really? I'm like, all right. So I crawled in. I'm like, how do you turn the freaking master switch on? He's like, I said, where is the master switch? Dude, I threw the power to that thing, man, coming out of Sarasota. That was such a fun airplane. so much power, so much lift, empty. It was great.
That's probably the best part is they beefed it up, the
Yeah.
engine to carry that extra.
Yep. It was fantastic. And then I got in a pattern at Kissimmee, and I had a 150 in front of me, and it was a student with an instructor, and they had the barn doors down, the flaps, and he was like crawling along at like 60, 65 mile an hour. And I'm like bringing the prop pitch in, dropping the flaps on his 206. I'm like, well, we're going to find out how slow this baby will fly.
Oh my gosh. You got slow.
I had never flown one before. I didn't even look at the POH. I just jumped in and said, let's go. Good times. Whatever. Bro, I do have pictures of this. This is my 150, bro. So
I'm so glad I still got that 182. Yeah, dude, that looks good, man. Keep it on the trike.
that one, and yeah, there's another picture of it. Old 8614 Sierra.
You need a tail dragger. Get a beaver.
I don't want a beaver, man.
I
don't want a beaver.
need
And
fly.
see, bro, look at, dude, going back in the day. There's the real one with me and my flight instructor, dude.
Sick. Sick.
Yeah, man. Good times.
Yeah, 150 is like a rowboat, Chris. Just
Boss is right then. HSD Cessna is the winner.
It's pretty good. I want to change out the power system because it's got that. It takes a battery to run. It's weird HSD stuff.
Oh, yeah, it's separate battery to power the.
Which that part's fine. It's the S150 connectors that are a pain in the ass. But it's a great bird, bro. I think I have an extra fuse for it too. Still,
dude, it's a killer looking plane. I mean, they knocked it out of the park. I wish I had the money for CARF stuff. If I sold everything upstairs and got rid of all my airplanes, I would probably have one CARF upstairs in placement of it, and it'd be a Corsair.
Really?
Yep.
Have you had any Corsairs?
I got one upstairs right now.
Which one?
The big FMS.
You fly it?
Gen 1, unfortunately.
That actually would not be a bad thing, depending on which motor they put in it.
Yeah, I've flown it. It's okay. But, I haven't flown airplanes like what you have. So you could fly it and be like, dude, this is the old version. Get rid of it. It's a dog.
It's weird to me. I love the way Corsairs look.
Mm-hmm. Flying in on the ground.
In the air, but not. I've never liked how they felt.
In the air?
Ever.
Wow.
Ever. I don't know why. They look good. They always have too much tail, too much authority. The elevator is huge. I mean, you can tone them down, and it's fine. They're a little weird, landing.
That's the one I got, bro. That's mine.
You know what KV's on your motor?
No.
It'll say. But
in the book?
I wouldn't look at the book. I'd look at the motor. Because the books, these people don't change things.
They don't change it when they change everything?
Bro. No, but 360 kV, I think, is the one you want to find under the hood.
360. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I've had the thing for...
When they first came out, I think it was a 300 kV, and it was like weak sauce, and so they upped it. And then everybody was happy. And then the which made it the same as yours, but version 2. Yours may be a version 2.
Right. And then version 3 is the one with the orange on it, right?
Which slow dog. Hated it. It was amazing to look at, but I hated it.
What'd they do different to it?
Lame ass power, bro.
Oh, they changed the system?
And it didn't matter what you do. And I even think I got the beefed up a little extra pitch on the prop, and it still was lame. I sold it, bro. I probably didn't have 5 flights on it.
Mine jumped off the ground. I was flying mine off
They
the
have
grass.
the 360 kV, which is what you want. That's the better one.
Dude, I flew mine off of grass. It jumped right off.
But
Like,
after flying the Flightline version, bro, the FMS one looked good and it was bigger, but the ones that I had access to were lame.
So that E-Flight one, it seemed to be, it did not like being on the ground very well.
It's 1.2, bro.
It did not handle. It did not handle well.
It's little.
I never had one, but one of my buddies did.
No suspension. They're okay, and they look great, and the history's amazing. But I mean, there's a reason why they took them off the carriers as soon as they could get them off the carriers, bro. As soon as they could get those things off the carriers, they did. And it was Hellcats.
Yep. The old Hellcat.
That most of the Corsairs worked out of Guadalcanal. Land-based.
Nice.
And it's an oddball, the Corsair, you know. Vought. GM's making them. But Grumman had carrier ops on lock, dude. Wildcat, Hellcat, Bearcat, which was amazing, but didn't see a lot of action because it came late. Yeah, a bigger motor or whatever it takes to give a little more oomph to that FMS one, and I'm sure it's dynamite. I flew it around, though, on the stock stuff, and I was like, gosh, this thing is barely holding up itself.
Oh, see, I didn't have that problem, so mine must be a 360.
I'm betting yours is, or you would feel, you'd be like,
yeah,
you'd agree with me.
Yeah, I was busy doing loops and all kinds of shit, and it had plenty of power.
I
actually didn't mind it, bro. You talking about old stuff, man? Here's my old A10, my twin 80 millimeter. Look at the right gear on this, bro. That was a hard landing, bro.
Yeah,
I cannot believe that landing gear still cycled after that.
it's because it bent the strut, didn't hurt the gear.
Nothing's bent, bro. It's fine. It didn't bend anything.
Really?
Nope. No, I looked it over big time when I pulled it back in and shut it down. And I picked it up and looked at everything, and it was not bent. I was thoroughly impressed.
We just bent it right back all the time.
Yeah.
The problem with that one is the mismatch of the gear. You can't have trailing links on the back and straight up and down on the front, or vice versa, without having.
I remember when you guys did the video on that.
That was a huge topic of discussion for a long time on the internet about that plane. And I saw so many people with good-looking landings still bounce the snot out of it, bro.
Yeah.
And I figured it out in my head what I thought was going wrong. And it made sense to me, and it proved out as well. Bro, first of all, with A10s, there's a couple things going on, not even the gear at all, that are going to help create this problem. Where the nacelles are and the thrust and all this stuff comes from up on the top, it's kind of weird. And so you have to commit to the pitch on that one. If you don't like an approach and you decide to go around, and you step in the gas, you better still be in that up elevator you had coming down.
Oh, because it's going to pitch nose down. Plus, you got 2 5,000 packs up front. You got a lot of weight up front.
You got to commit to the pitch on the way down and on the way up if you decide you don't like it. And so with those think about it all like this fulcrum, right? The beam of this plane, the datum.
Yep.
And your fulcrum point, because their trailing link gets longer when those trailing links compress. So what's already bad gets
worse.
Exponentially worse because when you lengthen the beam, it takes less to achieve movement on the other end of the fulcrum, right? You stretch it out on this side, it's easier to move than if it's short.
Sure.
So you got a couple bad things going on. You've lengthened the beam. You're already kind of not perfect. And it exacerbates the condition, and folks would oscillate. And man, really good looking approaches would turn out so bad. And I would study these videos, bro. I'd watch these other people have crap, because I spooked to death of this thing. I did not want to bang it up. And I worked it out. And in our product videos, I worked it out. I think I kind of got lucky. I was also doing grass ops and stuff too, which maybe kind of helps just end it. If it's going to slow things down pretty quick. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But yeah, dude, I'm watching these things and I'm like, okay, I'm watching this video and I can tell the dude stalled right before touchdown. So it looked like it was going to be a perfect landing, but he stalled. It wasn't bad. It wasn't far from the ground. It would have been fine on any other plane. But man, it went to that Buck and Bronco deal. And then they finally came out with those struts.
Yeah.
And more chatter. And folks were talking about they had success matching them. And I was like, that makes sense.
Yep.
And so I did it. We did. I put the straight up and downs on the mains, left the straight up and down on the nose, and shot 2 or 3 videos of nothing but landings and touch and goes, one after the other. Speed, no speed, dead stick, all of it. And
it was all perfect.
Ace.
So you do either all 3 straight or you do all 3 trailing.
Right. If you do all 3 trailing, that weird thing I'm talking about at least all shifts together. But when you got the straight up and down here and then the get longer at the back,
ding, 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 ding.
Weird. Yeah.
Yep. It's crazy what something small like that will do.
And it doesn't have to make sense on paper. If you've seen it proved out in the real world, you have to consider it as a thing.
Yep.
And that's kind of how I operate, where it's like, all right, part of me is a little skeptical where is this BS or not? And I want to check it out. And I've also experienced it myself. Good looking landings that worked out okay.
Yep.
The only landings I saw that didn't get messy were absolutely perfect ones. You know what I'm saying? Where they're either coming in so fast it wasn't an issue.
Yep.
Way too quick. Or they did a really good job of keeping the nose off. But the irony of those trailing links on the back is whatever you're doing well to keep the nose off, all of a sudden you've got to kind of increase it, because the minute they fold back, more reaction to that smaller action
is getting larger forward.
Bro, it's crazy, but I know
Makes
it's
sense.
right. Yep.
Yeah.
So fun, that kind of stuff.
I'm actually looking. Have you ever looked at images of real A10 gear?
I'm sure I have. There should be straight up and down with small tires, smallish looking tires in a way.
Yep.
Freewing made them grass capable. So the FMS gear were already more scale, but not as strong, but at least they were straight up and down. That's why people on the FMS one didn't have that big of a problem. Not to mention wing loading and it only taking one 6S battery instead of two.
So they actually, I'm looking at a picture of a real one. They've got the suspension trailer, the arms on the forward side of the mains and on the back side of the nose.
But that's just a scissor link.
Yeah.
That's still a straight up and down strut.
Strut. Yeah, it's still straight down strut.
So when I say trailing link, you know what I mean. I mean fold back.
Full blow. Yeah.
It's not the scissor. The scissor doesn't care if it's on the front or the back or the side. It's still a straight up and down action.
Yep. Yep. So it's the, yeah.
The lay down trailing link is what's crazy.
Yep.
And for a model, I don't think that's a bad thing. But when you're trying to emulate scale, what they got wrong was they should have just matched it from the get-go, because they also offered a trailing link nose wheel. So you could have matched up the Freewing A10 either way. Either change the nose out to a trailing link and keep your mains, or change out the mains and keep the nose stock. And I was so happy with what I got going with straight up and down, more scale mains, that I didn't even do it the other way.
Gotcha.
But other guys did. And it seemed to be the consensus where all you got to do is match them, man.
I'm actually looking at them right now.
And the Viper 90's got trailing links, but it also doesn't have two big engines on the back weird up high. So it's not an issue.
Yeah, that makes a big difference for sure.
Dude, thrust line, come on. It's everything.
Yeah.
All this stuff. Dad says it like this. You know, flying is like stacking BBs, bro. And everything's got to be perfect for it to work.
Right? Yep.
Speaking of perfection, y'all got to watch that Tremors movie.
Of all the movies we've talked about that I'm like, man, you haven't seen it? You haven't seen it? I've never seen the Tremors movie.
That's the little town that they were in, Perfection, Nevada.
Perfection, Nevada.
Yeah.
So it looks like, I'm on Motion's website. I shouldn't even say it, but I am.
It's fine.
But I'm looking at the A10 gear right now. It looks like what they've got on here is all three are straight legs.
Influencer Deluxe.
And so mine, I'll have to look at mine. I'm pretty sure mine has the trailing links.
I put money. You still have the trailing. You didn't upgrade it, dude. You still have the trailing links on the mains, guaranteed, and a straight up and down on the front.
I probably have a picture of mine on here.
I bet money, bro. Can I borrow some money so I can bet money?
Yeah. Let's see. I know I got a picture of it. Because I don't remember. Dude, I haven't messed with that plane in probably 3 years. So I got all this stuff up here and I don't do anything with it. Because I'm too busy 3D printing snowmobiles and shit.
Did you get an email today from Horizon?
I don't know. I hardly ever check my personal email.
I get the stupidest stuff sent to me, bro.
Looking.
Like, I would love to do a deal. this influencer crap. But like,
I got nothing.
why do you think that I'm the right guy to do a video on a window breaker seatbelt cutter with flashlight?
What's
I'm not the one. I ignore so much stupid stuff all the time, bro.
God.
USB powered desk fan, like, no thanks.
Why don't you get some of these helicopters that Brian's working out, man? Those things look nice.
Who's selling them?
It looks like, I don't know, what's AliExpress or some shit.
I'm not trying to do that.
Dude, all of that stuff that he's doing, a lot of that stuff is, I think, coming from there.
I've never wanted to do, and I've suffered for it, but I've only wanted to do what I perceived as quality from the top few places.
Let's see.
And,
don't quote me on that, but I think some of that stuff.
I've been too loyal, bro.
Yeah. I get it. But some of those some of them helicopters, and that J dude's doing them now too. Some of those,
there's a group of guys that are getting stuff, man. Avio sends out stuff too.
$1,500 toys, man, that are GPS locked, and they look awesome. And some of them are getting pretty big.
Yeah, I would love to do them, actually. And then sell it right away.
Yep. I can't tell from this picture, man, if they're...
Bro, they are. If you don't remember changing them, you didn't do it.
Yeah.
Guarantee. You guarantee. I mean, if you didn't crack open the manual, you surely didn't change out the struts.
Yep, I can see it in this picture. The mains are that way and the nose is straight.
I'm saying bouncy, Tin.
Yep.
Bouncy.
Yep. That's probably why I flew it like 3 flights, and I took it and threw it in the car and brought it home, took the wings off of it, and it hasn't flown since.
Yep. I got rid of mine.
But you know what? It flew fine though. I like the way it flew. It's like a nice docile sport flying airplane.
Oh, it was amazing, bro. These videos I'm talking about, they're still watchable. They're still on my channel. The A10 video, dude, that video did okay too, because it was just one after the other, landing, touch, go, landing, touch, go. And this is after a lot of people were having trouble with it. And I'm like, listen to the throttle, change the struts out. It doesn't matter how I came in, I was able to do it okay.
Yep.
Ugly, dead stick, perfect power, not perfect power. Like,
the thing that turns me off to that airplane now is the fact that you put 2 5,000s in the nose of that, and you're bled off and done and on the ground in 3 minutes.
Same as one battery in the FMS version. But at least it's only one battery in the FMS version, and the wing loading's lighter. It was so much more gentle to handle.
Yeah.
The FMS one.
I'm sure, because that big A10, I mean, it flies great, but
the landing gear are better on the free wing.
The wind, it handles the wind great because it's heavy. It cuts right through it. But man, 3 minutes for 2 5,000s, and then you got a couple hours worth of charge time ahead of you for that.
I saw so many guys screw those up on the landing.
I did.
And it was, you don't want to go tell everybody like a know-it-all, like, dude, change the gear. But change the gear.
You got to change the gear.
Change the gear and keep the power on or something. Like, fly it down, dude. Do a wheelie. Hold that nose up.
But jets
don't waffle in the pitch. Commit. Once you got it stuck.
The jets specifically like that, you got to set your throttle and fly it to the ground, nose up.
don't waffle in the pitch. Your throttle has to do the work because you're not going to do it with the pitch. Because
Right.
once you're got that thing slow and coming in and you start departing from grooving in the airflow, it's going to be trouble.
Yep. Yep. Good times.
I know, dude. I just need to fly, bro. It's so hard to get it done now.
Brother, I just don't
I
feel
just
like
refuse to GoPro hat cam this stuff, man.
I don't want to take the time to put shit together at the field and then fly it and then take it back apart so I can fit it back in my old man car. You know what I'm saying? It's
Get a
just
cool,
to
get
me,
a
it's
cool
just no
old
fun.
truck, bro. Get a cool old truck.
I'm working on it. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. But you know what? I'd probably fit less in a Scout than I would my car. They're small
I used to only buy vehicles for the planes.
for flying. Yeah.
Oh, I've had so many old minivans just because. Or
Yeah.
SUV cars. The Ford Freestyle I had, I used to pack it in, dude. I think I got 12 planes to a show one time in that thing.
What?
I'm not kidding.
Oh my gosh.
And I never did it again because it's like I only flew 4 of them. It's like I am not doing this anymore. I spent so much time packing it. It's like Tetris for real. I spent so much time packing it. I was like, no, I'm not doing this again.
Right. Later, boss. Thanks for coming by, man.
Boss man, see ya.
You know what? And the thing is, what's the rule of thumb? The more times you take something apart and put it back together, things start wearing out. I just have never been a fan of taking my airplanes apart and putting them back together.
Yeah, I was that way too. And that's why I let myself get rid of that Carbon ZT-28 the first time. And I always regretted it.
Yep.
And like if I had big wood planes, they'd be coming apart too. So it's like, you know what? I'm all right.
Yep.
And I know some people buy the wiring harness to eliminate some of the plug-ins on the Carbon ZT-28. But
I did.
I don't. I just leave the Y connector on one half of the wing. I'm still only doing a handful of connections.
Dude, I bought those big ass connectors and I got 2 connectors and the wing comes off. One left, one right. It's got the lights, gear, everything all on it.
All I have to do is plug in one half and then like 2 leads into the receiver, flaps and gear or something.
You know what? Mine's a V1, so I don't have lights. Never mind. Mine's just gear and flaps and aileron. But those plugs, dude, they're heavy.
That's only 3. That's only 3.
I know, but they're not. You know
slide,
what? It's like they're not marked real well. I'm like, I'm just gonna do this so I don't have to mess
why
with
you
it.
leave one side on. That I refused to buy that crap for $50 because it was out of stock when I wanted it. Is why.
I do remember that.
Because I was going to get them, but I needed the 4 or whatever.
Yeah, because of lights. Yep.
And it was like, and I had already been back and forth with it a few times, and I was like, leaving all the Y connectors on the one side. And so all I had to do was join the wing together, plug in one half to the Y, and then a couple into the receiver, and I was done.
Yeah.
I need to finish the cockpit on that. I got that thing all apart with the idea of making a guy move in there.
Get it done, man. Because you know Pete's on board, man. You saw that text the other day. I'm thinking Labor Day weekend, bro. Are you around for that weekend at all?
I don't know, probably.
Let's go, man. Let's do some flying and crawling. I figured Labor Day would be a good time to do it because if him and his wife come over here, then we can do a 2-day extravaganza. We do flying one day, and then we get Kirk and him, and we go crawling. The second day, we'll do them both.
Nice.
And we can get some really good footage too. You know.
Yes.
So Jeff said I use color-coded tape, different color for right and left flaps, ailerons, and gear. I thought about doing that, but then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just spend stupid money and buy these stinking big connectors, and I'm glad I did. I do like them. I mean, it's nice. I actually put labels on them and left and right.
I don't need labels because they're already plugged into the one side.
I know, but still.
It,
Bro, I had to buy stinking expensive, fairly heavy duty, expensive, long extensions for the Christian Eagle. I can't get away from expensive, heavy duty aileron and
because they're necessary.
cables.
It makes sense.
Well, as much, you got an airplane, you got, okay, let's say $1,000 wrapped up in, what's another 30 or 40 bucks for heavy duty cables,
Yeah, get the good ones.
Yeah. Yep.
And I figured by me not using those add-ons on the Trojan, I'm eliminating a fail point as well.
Right.
Potentially.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
and that's
mostly it's necessity dictates. That's all, really.
Yep.
And I was like, you know what? If I'm only forced to do this, forget leaving the Y connector in the receiver. Then I gotta, just like when I did that mod on the EC 1500, where I showed how to do it with only half the work.
I remember that.
Ailerons and flaps deals.
Yep, I remember that.
If you can save half of the work, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, for sure. And my big T28, when I had my Dodge Ram, I had a tonneau cover on it. Dude, I could put the T28 in there and like another, 1.5 meter airplane or a couple of them and stack them in there on top of each other and close the tonneau cover and go fly for an hour or two right over here in Elkhart. And it was nice.
If I take the horizontal off of that thing, I can get a lot more stuff in.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to the point where I would take off one half of the stab and leave the linkage connected on the other side.
Yep.
Whatever.
All kinds of tricks, man. When you're trying to put 10 pounds of doodah in a 5-pound bag.
Because if I would take off one half of the tail, then I could put the plane in the back of a truck with the wings on still. So it's one or the other, right? Like if I take all the wings off, then I can leave the tail on.
Yep.
But if I take one half of the tail off, if I'm in the back of a truck and I'm not bringing much else with me. But the thing is, it doesn't sit in here put together. The wings are off it now. The wings are off my big Jug. The wings are off the Cessna. The wings are off the Beaver. The wings are off the Cub.
Yep.
Only if it's 57 inches or less is it together.
That's how my room is upstairs right now. I've got the wings off the A10, got the wings off the big Cub, wings off the big Cessna 150. The wings I do have my T28 put together, sitting up there.
Bro, those are so good, man.
But everything else, I took the wings off of everything else. The Draco sitting up there with the wings off of it. Dude, I love that airplane. It's cool, but I'm done with it.
There's part of me that's wanted to bash that T28 into a T6. Shape the tail different.
Get bashing a T28 into
move the landing gear.
Huh? Jeez.
Change the canopy. It'd be a big deal.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
No.
About time you do that, they'll stop selling them.
Well, there's no way. I'd have to have another one to want to do it. And it's not happening. I still got the canopy apart for how long's that been?
That's probably coming up on what, 8-10 months?
Easy. Easy. And I did that just so I could maybe FPV it or just throw a GoPro in the passenger seat and show a guy moving. Even though, there's no onboard FPV, but it would look like there was.
Hey,
In the cockpit, it looks like FPV, whether it was or it wasn't.
who was it that transformed one of those T-28s into a tail dragger? Was that your boys that you interviewed a while back? The
Tail heavy?
Yeah. Did they do that? You
They
remember?
they did a lot of weird stuff. I don't know if they did that or not.
I want to say it was them that turned one of those T-28s into a tail dragger. Maybe.
I'd love to have a Carbon Z T6. Bro.
Dude, I got one. I'll sell you cheap.
Troj?
Yeah, it's yellow.
I think the Carbon Z T20, the Carbon Z Cub Cletus paint job's a good idea.
What do you got to trade? Do you want to trade my T-28 to something else? No, I don't want a beaver. Now you're thinking. He's thinking, ladies and gentlemen. Now I've got his interest. And I said I would never get rid of that.
Don't get rid of it. Don't get rid of it. Fly it with me.
See, that's the version 1 that I've got.
Yeah.
Wasn't it you and Bobby that flew those things and said that the V1 would not do a flat spin, but V2 will? Is that right? Or was it the other way around?
It was the other way around, and it was Allie.
Oh, I thought it was you and Bobby for some reason.
It was Allie Machinchi.
So V1 will do a flat spin, but V2 will not?
First of all,
what the heck?
Let's preface it with who cares? Like, most folks are not going to care. And what it was the inverted flat spin was easier to perform on the version 1 than the version 2. And it has to just be the deflection. What else could it possibly be? So what I'm saying is, why couldn't you make it work then?
The LED lights.
Yeah, that was throwing it off.
Just the wiring on the LED lights.
The paint. What? So if it's a weight or deflection thing, that's easily fixed.
I don't know. That sounds kind of crazy. Well, you got a V2 and I got a V1, so let's go figure it out, bro.
Yours has been painted though.
Oh yeah, I got 10 pounds of paint on mine. Mine's a heavy hauler. It'd be a perfect AT6.
I remember when I painted that Southeast Asia free wing F4 and made it pretty dope, gray navy scheme. And then they came out with one. You could buy that way. They were going to anyway, but like, dang, dude, I should have just waited.
Should have waited. Yeah, I'd be curious to know what the
Greg
weight is.
Is the guy who has that.
Oh, that painted?
Yeah, the Red Rippers, I think it was. I always found paint schemes that had lightning bolts on them. I still have that MiG-21 bunny fighter, dude. That was what you remember that?
Not offhand.
Oh my gosh.
If you showed me a picture of it, I'd probably remember it, but
it looks like a scheme that wouldn't exist in real life, but it does. It's
when did
bunny rabbits on it, bro?
When did that kind of launch into the market?
I'm pulling it up. The MiG-21 at Free Wing?
Yeah.
A while back when I was still there.
Yeah, so you're talking 2013, 2014, somewhere in there?
Hold on, bro. I'm going to find it.
My life was, I had nothing to do with RC aviation at that point in time.
Dude, mine's like the first thing that pops up in search. Hold on.
You're still selling your shit, bro.
That's no doubt. I'm going to share this. Hold on.
So I would be curious to know, like, what the difference is on weight between my T-28 and yours. Because I know I probably used pretty close to probably 2.5.
Dude,
Three
this
cans of three cans of spray paint on mine. It's heavy.
There it is.
That's pretty rad looking.
And it was all silver at first.
I put the battery right here. There's a square in the cutout of the tray that these wires go through. And there's these two little dashes right here on the side. Basically, I'm kind of even with the front of this, about there.
That's
And this
the big
big
old school Monster
5000,
5000.
by the way.
But look at the
I kind of like it
parrots.
heavy here.
Yeah, it looks good.
I have the Hobby Eagle A3L in the aircraft.
That's crazy. Craig says, damn, I still have the...
I like it with it in there.
Bro,
It
the
gives me
high
more
alpha on
throw,
this is amazing.
all around.
You said you still have this?
Killed 3 bunnies.
Yeah.
The rabbit killer.
Look at the rates, right? So check it out. Low rate. Look at the elevator. Low rate. High
It's got a
rate.
little patina on it.
Hobby Eagle.
How'd it fly?
Awesome.
The Hobby Eagle gives you crazy. I mean, look at it. It's knocking my, missiles. But it gives me that turning radius on the ground I need.
What size fan is that?
80.
Oh, is it really? It's an 80? Huh.
But it's like the size of a 90 millimeter jet. Look at those rabbits.
6-day monkey pants.
Nice. Dude, there's some fun high alpha on this. Yeah, I kept the custom paint jobs. I've managed to hold on to most of them. I could not let this one go. I kind of did it for the kids.
Big 21 slow.
And silver, it was hard to see what was up with this one.
And the cameraman appreciates it too.
Because the rudder and the horizontal is the same shape. When it's silver away on an overcast, it was a little tough to see what was up.
I bet so. Silhouette real easy.
I think the first landing is garbage in this, and then after that, nailed them. I should take it out again, bro, except I don't want to sell any. But
around, little opposite aileron, try to keep it as flat as I can.
I'm better at high alpha now than I used to be.
Sounds like Craig still has all the OG stuff.
Yeah, man.
Just forcing it around.
Yeah, but I was looking at paint schemes, and this is like a real Russian paint scheme.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. There's like little tiny scale diorama size models of this.
That's cool.
I think I sent Callie a picture of the sticker sheet for the little tiny one, and I was like, I need this.
This one does a good job of it if you're sorted.
Whatever scale it was.
Dude, that is the most beautiful sky.
I'm surprised how slow that thing is, and it looks like it's super stable.
Except for right there. Dropped a carrot.
Oh, yep.
Lost that one.
You got the carrot and the stick.
That thing's like a school bus. So like this thing versus the A4, completely different strategies. You can deep stall the A4 on the ground. This one,
Yo, dude,
it's too long.
we gotta do it again, man.
Let's do it again.
Dude, the end of this is worth watching. The end of it's so much better.
He's
That
feeding the rabbits and carrots.
carrots.
Scary carrots under their wings.
Looks like your razor was still working back then, right?
Look at this.
It's like the real deal.
Stunt double.
Have fun. Hey, this is a bleach bottle. And this is a gift card from like Barnes and Noble.
Yeah,
Some things
because-
never change.
Bro,
Somebody asks you a question.
I did a full speed touch and
Sometimes
go
the answer
on
could
it
just be-
when it was silver once.
Modeling. That's what it needs.
Smacked me up pretty good.
It needs a license plate on the bottom is what it needs.
Oh, buddy. Bunny fighter.
Bunny fighter. And I have a lot of throw on this baby. There's a lot of discussion about it not coming off on grass and all that kind of stuff. Well, could be. It looks like a school bus. But I have no problem. Let's go, bro. I'm going to go flaps this time. Take off. Never do that. Ready?
Yeah.
Timer. It was already rolling at 7 minutes. Here we go. And there it goes, unstuck. And I'm going to stay dirty. Mike, you like this side of the field, don't you?
Oh, it don't matter actually. But
Was that thing oscillating?
it's like good.
I don't
can
know.
get up under its junk.
It's windy, dude. Because it looks that way with
So
a
let's talk
gyro
about
on.
it.
It's
This
windy.
is a real Russian scheme, believe it or not.
You can hear the wind, and we have
And
the dead
I was
cat on the
intrigued
mic.
by it, and I thought the kids would like it.
You can tell how windy it
Yeah,
is
high
on these
nose.
approaches, kind of.
So, CaliGraphics.com. Look at that. I mean, come on. So, a lot of you guys will know CaliGraphics.com for custom schemes. And a lot of times, look at this, man. I just love high alpha on this plane. A lot of times, she may have a lot of schemes ready already if you don't want to just go completely crazy like I did.
Nice thing about jets is they're short flights. But I'm so glad I do this because I could actually
I think it's amazing with the nose up. and
keep
the flaps,
orientation so much better.
Oh yeah.
how tight a spot you can keep it in. And that's something, bro.
And that was the old school 80 millimeter fan, but it did
Oh,
pretty
sorry.
good.
You good? You got it?
Oh, I got it.
All right. So it's time to bring her in.
Grease it on.
Gear her down. I was always in the flaps. Rudder around here. This isn't my favorite side to land from, but check this out.
Nice. Ooh, doing it again. Good.
It was
Yeah,
pretty
so-
gnarly out there.
And I'm going to
You
shoot
were-
one more time.
You were doing exactly the right
Further
thing,
left.
right? With the nose up
Turn to final.
and using that power
A
to.
little dance here.
You
But I'm
hear,
also not gonna
and I
waste
added a
time.
bunch of throttle
Get
near the
around.
end to save it. You could hear it.
Yeah, because it was sinking pretty good.
Yeah.
Power in, nose high, flaps in. Look at this. Work it.
That's
Look
almost
at that.
That's almost
Like the
Rafal
last quarter
style,
of the
right?
runway and didn't go off. In
Not
the
quite
grass.
as
Dude,
good, but
that's
yeah.
because I had the brakes on with the nose up, flaps, carrots, totally flying dirty.
Man, that field is short. So to
Holy
keep it all on that little runway was
And
always
dude, I love the Hobby Eagle gyro in here. Gives me a tremendous amount of confidence on the ailerons. Give that a good look around, Mike. All that chip and paint, the weathering.
I'm fascinated by the pointy stick.
Oh yeah. Again, the graphics from caligraphics.com. Bunny Fighter. This is a real scheme. Believe it or not. My kids love it. Dude, is that not the thrustiest, dirtiest, nosinest up fighter in the world or what?
Scuffed his vehicle.
You know, before you weather a plane like this with this blue and green on it, it looks silly. You have to beat it up. It was like enamel. So I steel wooled it. I did a wash on it to kind of fill in those panel lines. I did some like silver brush work. I did a little bit of silver tape here and there as well. It was a lot of fun. I kind of don't even mind that you can see this is silver tape. It's been Brilloed and all like clear finish on here, clear matte and satin. The whole idea is that it just looks dirty as it can get. That's a silver tape as well. So same with on the exhaust. I have some.
I'm impressed how these
Awesome.
kind of like Delta
Good
wings
job,
fly
brother.
so good.
Dude, so fun.
There's nothing like them though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Bunny
Yeah, man.
Fighter, bro.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I hang on to those custom schemes a little bit.
That's right.
Well, I tried to. I did a couple different paint schemes on P38s. I did one silver French paint scheme that was modeled after. Do you know the Little Prince, the story, The Little Prince?
Mm-mm.
Everybody knows this story, dude. The picture's like the kid sitting on the crescent moon or something.
Yeah, I do kind of remember it now.
Story, The Little Prince. But anyway, the pilot of this Recon P38 with the French paint scheme was the author of that story.
Oh, no kidding. I didn't know that.
He was an older guy by the time World War II came. So he was already an accomplished pilot, but it was old school stuff. You know, right? You think about what you're going into, World War I to World War II planes. Mm-hmm. And he flew the Recon P38, man. So I modeled it after his. And then I did another P38 23 Skidoo, the one with the Indian on the front, the green one. And it didn't take a lot to modify that one because basically the stock paint scheme there was a stock silver one and a stock green one, olive drab. And the olive drab one had yellow cowlings. So I just painted those. And like the rudders or something was all I had to do to make it like all green.
Sure.
And then I did whatever I had to do for the spinners, added those decals. And so I had a really sweet, both of those had the suspension struts, I'm pretty sure. And I threw Robarts on it and it just set forever. And I finally let it rip at one of those pot of golds the other day.
Did those fly pretty good?
I always wish they flew better. They needed to be a little bigger. I thought they were kind of heavy for their size.
A little heavy on the wing loading.
Just a little bit. And one thing I always never got around to, but I wanted to do was set up flight modes for the flaps. Because on both the P38s I had, it would fly fine, clean. But you could never get the flaps to come down even. And so you would have a crazy roll in it. So if I like shooting touch and goes and I'm trimming it out for dirty,
right,
I'd have to trim it back for clean. Or I'd have a roll in it.
Or you'd have to fight it. Yeah.
And so that's a perfect spot for flight modes to be on your flaps. So you have a trim configuration that it remembers. And I never got around to it, but I could have done it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But that thing, I just wanted it to be a little bigger or lighter on the wing loading. Because if you watch real ones, they can hold that nose wheel off. You can't get it tail heavy enough to do that in the model.
Gotcha.
But it was awesome. I mean, they're neat. And that's still the best foam one around. You know, they're probably still using my video from that to sell it. But the video we did on the silver one, was awesome. I had onboard cameras in the everything in the cockpit, the whole thing, looking out the window, doing all, you know what I'm saying? Like
nice.
The silver video of that Flightline P-38 is probably still my video up. Yeah, it was pretty good. What's funny is, so it took 2 batteries to run it. So I made a harness to run just 1 battery. Well, I think I cold soldered part of it, and I actually crashed that silver one bad.
Jeez.
And fixed it, and you can't tell. So in the product video, the intro and everything is a factory fresh one, but the flight video and the onboard camera footage, bro, it's been fixed and drywall mudded and repainted. And if you look really close, you can see drywall screws where there should have been machine screws.
Hey, whatever works, right?
Silver Shadow's lazy in the little prince's room. Who can blame the little man who's living on the moon? Bro.
It's crazy.
He's a poet and he doesn't know it.
Poet doesn't even know it.
Bro, I ought to give you one of those. I need to send him one still. Jay Woody, man, I got to send him. I'm the worst, dude. I don't get out of the house, man. I need to go to the post office.
What are you sending out?
Dude, I have a ton of CDs still from.
Oh.
Jay Woody listens to the old band, dude. He quotes the songs to me all the time in chats. I'm the absolute worst, dude. Got to figure stuff out. I have plenty. Those, and he's listening to some of the live recordings off of this Musical Family Tree app website thing, because there was this outfit that would film a lot of live or record a lot of live shows and put them up on a database. And so we did a bunch of shows in Indianapolis and Chicago, and they recorded them. But the studio versions are pretty nice. And I feel bad because he's got to get. I got to send that shit out. But
send it out.
You live here, dude. I should just give it to you,
dude. Yeah, give me one next time we're.
I give you 2, so you can send one to Jay Woody.
Yeah, I'll stop by the post office.
I got to make it happen.
Just run by the UPS store. Here it comes, man.
I'm writing a note right now on the freaking table.
It's when you bring up like old school stuff, you know, you're talking about all that back in the day with the band. I stopped by my parents' house this morning early to take care of a couple things for them. And my dad's like, oh, he's like, yeah, take this. This is yours. And it's a big box of like all kinds of different cassette tapes. And I'm like, oh, hell yeah. I'm like, I wonder what happened to all those. And it's cool because I bought a couple like of these little jam boxes on Amazon I think it was last winter, right before Christmas. I gave one to my girlfriend's daughter because she's in college. She loves it because they're all into this retro stuff. Dude, right. I have one. I kept one and it's sitting downstairs. I'll turn it on and listen to music when I'm like 3D printing stuff and working at the basement. Yeah. And it's got a legit cassette tape player in it. I'm like, perfect. Now I got all these cassette tapes to go listen to.
I still have 4-track tapes and stuff from back in the day.
Holy cow.
Which are cassettes, but before digital, we would have 4 tracks. And so, you know, on a regular cassette, a regular cassette is 4 tracks, but there's 2 at a time, and then you flip it over and play the other 2.
Yep.
The 4-track, if you flip it over, one side's upside backwards. But you just record on all 4 if you want at once. So when I was writing tunes and stuff, I was playing drums, bass, guitar, singing, doing all of it. Just me. And so I got a ton of that stuff. And a lot of it was freestyle. I would just play beat or rip on guitar, just have a ball, record it, and then I would play to it. And then sometimes I'd have a few lines in a book and I would just riff off of that or write something. And because I was recording everything I did, that's how most of the songs were written. It was kind of organic, where maybe it's 18 minutes and most of it's garbage, but there's 2 or 3 minutes. It's like, yeah, that's dope. And then it was so wild because I would basically learn how to cover myself. So I'd come up with some of this stuff freestyle, and then, okay, that part was good. And then I got to go back and learn what I did. And then once I learned what I did, I'd repeat it 100 times till I knew it.
Right.
And so I would whittle who knows how long of a piece into short, not editing, just in real life, and basically learn how to cover myself and then play it like that.
Nice.
And so these songs have been with me for a long time. And then the last last group of guys I had, everybody was with me. There was 4 of us, and I was a 2-piece a lot of times, but there were 4 of us on the last one, and everybody was a better musician. And we rearranged some things, made it a little more poppy. And man, a ton of those songs were on the college radio station. They played them, man.
Yeah.
When we played shows at Ball State, like, people knew the words. It was a riot. It was an absolute riot because I thought we could do something with that.
Right. You and Rich Hardesty.
That fool played all over Muncie.
Yep.
So we were. Did Rich Hardesty do a bunch of covers? Probably.
Yeah, I think so. But he had some fun.
He might have had his own too.
Oh yeah.
But I remember that name. But we always hated those cover clowns.
Yeah.
You know why we hated them? Because they made actual money and they had a really good audience and crowds. And here we are with real, authentic, original music that seemed to be a little bit harder to get traction with. But near the end of my music, culture caught up with what we were doing. White Stripes, the Black Keys, the Strokes, stuff like that was out. And so now we made sense to mainstream.
Yep.
It was less weird. Dude, I went from getting beat up by the football players riding skateboards to playing at frat houses. I'm not kidding.
No, I believe it.
I'm not kidding. Dude, Jeff
like Jeff.
Video.
Jeff.
There's a couple videos out there on YouTube. You want to see it?
Bring it on, man. Let's play it.
Let me try to find. I can't grab the link like that, but I can probably find it. Hold on. We had a guy that filmed a couple videos for us for his he was in TCOM and he had film projects, whatever. And so he made a couple videos.
Nice.
This song I don't think really is very typical of what we were doing. Wait a minute. How's this on Vimeo? Where's the video? Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Am I doing this?
Do it. Play it.
All right.
Let's see it.
Okay. Jay Woody, yeah. Black as the Color was made by a different student film project. Man, when I was around Ball State, I never went to college, but I was in student films. I let people use me for this kind of stuff. And then I was in some theater stuff, and I didn't even go. Oh my gosh, here we go.
Nice.
I don't know about that. Let's see if I can find it on YouTube if it doesn't play in this embedded deal. It should take it to YouTube, but where's the volume, dog? All right, hold on. That's my best man at my wedding playing bass. David J. Bradway, Austin on drums. This is a little crappy practice for me.
Sitting here smoking cigarettes, I wonder where it's gone. The time I spent wasted and wondering and worrying over you.
Crazy.
Your face got a new drug. She always gets what she wants. Saw her today in a magazine. Low class rent to fashion queen. Go! Don't answer the phone no more. Don't answer the phone. Don't answer the phone no more. Don't answer the phone. Hey! Everybody, you listen, you lie. These boys we talk, they lie too. Everybody, you listen, you lie. You lie. Everybody, you listen, you lie. These walls we talk, they lie too. Everybody, you listen, you lie. You lie.
Still have that record copy.
Sitting here and I can't forget, wondering if you've made it yet. Wasted and wondering and worrying over you. The bitter taste of sweet success, the life you live, you now regret. Big time baby on the silver screen. Low class chick to movie queen. Go! Don't answer the phone no more. Don't answer the phone. Don't answer the phone no more. Don't answer the phone. Hey! Everybody, you listen, you lie. These lies you talk, they lie too. Everybody, you listen, you lie. You lie. Everybody, you listen, you lie. These lies you talk, they lie too. Everybody, you listen, you lie. You lie.
Wait for it.
Everybody, you listen, you lie. These words you talk, they lie too. Everybody, you listen, you lie. You lie. Everybody, you listen, you lie. These words you talk, they lie too. Everybody, you listen, you lie. You lie.
Nice. That's cool. That's cool, man.
Craziness.
Dude, I got all these guitars hanging back here on the wall, and when you were over here, you didn't even pick one up and play it, man. Come on.
Bro, hold on. You want to see another one? That's another one. Why not? Who cares? What else are we gonna do?
There's the Fred Barron in the house.
This is a little bit more like it. The last one is a little heavy. You know what I mean?
When you whisper and you say that you want me to, I know I can't stay, although I want to too. I'm sorry, I know it's hard, it's just something that won't do. Please keep your distance. I'm just looking out for you. I awake, it's just a dream. It's only me and there's no you, and everything's a fear. I awake, it's just a dream. It's only me and there's no you, and everything's a fear.
Was that you're like muffled? What'd you say? Uh-oh. He froze up.
Please don't try to change my mind. It's just something that I got to do. Things have changed, and there's nothing more to say. Please keep your distance. I'm just better off that way. I awake, it's just a dream. It's only me and there's no you, and everything's a fear. I awake, it's just a dream. It's only me and there's no you, and everything's a fear. It's just a dream, it's only me and there's no you, and everything's a fear. I awake, it's just a dream, it's only me and there's no you, and everything's a fear. I awake, it's just a dream, it's only me and there's no you, and everything's a fear. I awake, it's just a dream, it's only me and there's no you, and everything's a fear.
Bro,
Nice.
I was so tired of running around town. You saw me walking over the hill. I was like, I am not running anymore. Dude, it was so muddy that our feet were sinking into the mud, and I was probably wearing beetle boots. So that means I was running all over town in dress shoes, basically.
That's crazy.
Leather soled beetle boots. But those guys made me sound good. Those guys all knew how to play. I mean, I wrote that song one string on the guitar, bro. But crazy.
Nice. No, it's cool, man. I've heard you talk about this stuff before, so it's cool you shared it. Thanks. It's awesome.
There's dude, I still have a ton of CDs, man. I mean, still shrink wrapped and everything. It's crazy.
Dude, I want one, man. Heck yeah, I'll take a listen to it.
Whoever
Yeah.
wants one can have one, man.
That's-
Just hit me up.
Yeah, everybody get on the list because Ryan's gonna make one run to the
So
next door.
it's so now I'm older and I got kids. So it's like I'm talking about the bar life, cigarettes, rock and roll. There's a lot going on in these things. I don't really, we don't listen to this stuff around here. But
Right.
bro, that stuff is catchy a little bit.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's cool.
Jay Woody, I'm the worst. I'll hook you up, man. He's been awesome about it, dude. I mean, he's liking it. It was a fun time,
Dude.
man.
You've pulled some of the guys that I used to see in here quite often in on this stuff, man. It's awesome. It's awesome to see it.
That was crazy, and yeah, that guy did the. That guy still works in film that did those videos for projects. And I just did whatever he wanted. So that's Muncie. I'm running all over my hometown. Yeah, bro.
Nice. That was cool, man.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
wild.
It's always fun to see, like the grassroots, man. Back in
So
the day.
Jay Woody wanted to know who that song was about. No one in particular, except if you could put all the girls you ever dated that gave you grief into one
Oh, jeez.
person, that's what that was about, I'd say. Like a lot of cool little one-liners I came up with over time and then worked out into a tune and some cliche stuff. Like if these walls could talk, like if these walls could talk, or if I was a fly on the wall, it's like if these walls could talk, they would lie too. Like that's, that means you're a liar. If you're so bad that the walls would lie too, I mean, dude.
That's cool.
It was a necessary part of my life because I'm super sensitive, like a feeler. And the stuff I dealt with growing up and losses and people dying and this and that, the music, I swear, it saved my life because it gave me a way to put it out. And I would dress it up, dude. I got one song that if you read the lyrics, you'd be like, oh my gosh, painful. But if you listen to the song, it's all upbeat rock and roll. It's like this weird dichotomy, but it's also delivering it in some kind of context that I was able to handle. I wasn't going to write a ballad about loss and death, but let me make a really catchy rock and roll garage pop song about how walking around in this town reminds me of you basically everywhere I look. That's what that Salt Town one is, Jay Woody. That's what I'm talking about. Salt Town, like an open wound. Ty, what up, man? All right, dude. Rock and roll lane.
That's awesome.
I can't believe we went there, and I'm very surprised that Jeff in Lower Alabama dropped the link to it.
That's awesome stuff, man.
That's fun. Literally, though, if you guys do get enjoyment, let me know, bro. I need to make a run to the post office. I let me know. I can't pay for the shipping though. Shadow, you like that one, bro? Thanks. And the funny stuff is, I don't know how to read music. I don't know how to read music at all.
I don't either.
That's why I wrote my own. And I say write. It's words in a notebook. There is nowhere ever that the music or the sounds or the notes are put down on anything. It's not written. It's just performed enough times I remembered it. I didn't. The only thing written is some of the words. The music doesn't exist on paper, But Silver Shadow, dude, that was when I used to play acoustic a bunch. I did open mics and all that stuff forever when I was in between bands and having guys. Yeah. It's a whole nother life, man. That was wild. But I really feel like that prepped me for YouTube. When I got into RC planes, I used to tell my people and myself, I was like, dude, aviation's the new rock and roll for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. And you know what? Like the first time that I came on here with you on this show, you were giving me BS about just seeing my hands because I wasn't ready to be on camera. And now I'm like, whatever. I'm the jackass in the back of class. I don't care.
That's it. I've been making an ass of myself on stage for so long. YouTube was no big deal.
You're right.
I mean, there's some serious angsty kind of attitude in that stuff. We used to throw these. I used to do a lot of promotions as well as just playing the shows. I would book the whole night and bring other bands on to play with us. And so I would craft the vibe. It only happened to me one time where we played a gig and then the venue played music in between the bands.
Mm-hmm.
And the bands I booked, it's all fever pitch. This is rock and roll, man. This is awesome. And then in between, while the other band was setting up, they were playing like Simon and Garfunkel or something.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, okay, I'm bringing my own mixes to play at the beginning, in between the bands, at the end, and because music is the only thing that has the potential to really alter the vibe of a place. And so I was like, I am not going to bring this thing to fever pitch, and then we bring it down with Simon and Garfunkel. Nothing wrong with them, but not in between Detroit City rock and roll pop garage. So, I would book these shows, and one of the favorite shows I like to do was this thing that I called Rock Tales. So I did this thing called Rock Tales, and I would book out this martini bar on campus and everybody get dressed up. And so when people are dressed up, they look nice and they behave. So there's always less fights and stuff like that. So I did, we would promote it. And I wouldn't make crappy flyers and pass out 100. I'd make like 12 really good ones, color, legal size, and put them up in key spots.
Yep.
And that was it.
Yep.
And that was it because I wanted it to be special. And those shows were really good. A lot of people, great bands. And everybody's dressed up, smelling good, looking nice because you call it Rock Tales. It's got that cocktail vibe. So it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
To dress out.
Well, and while you're on stage and you're playing and everybody's having a good time, it just feeds that energy right back to you up on the stage. And it reverberates. It reverberates so well.
Well, you saw me in the double denim Diablo.
Yeah.
And on those Rock Tales, it'd be darker denim, button up shirt, looking just, you do not want me to meet your daughter, bro. I promise. But me and my wife, we were doing that, she was with me then. And so there's pictures of us from this Rock Tail stuff. And you'd have thought we were on the red carpet or something, bro. It was a different time. It was a different time, bro.
Yeah, man. The 90s was fantabulous.
90s, aughts.
Yep.
I can't remember when was the last. When did we put out that last record? It's in the cover art. It'll say. I can't remember when it was. It was probably early 2000s, I think.
Those good times. We grew up in the perfect times, man. It was great.
Saying.
It was great.
Dude, the shows were a blast and you felt like you were a part of it. And it was neat because, like I said, I went from getting beat up by the football guys to playing at the frat houses and some of the There was a handful of sportos that really liked us there at the end. So we were having lacrosse team, volleyball team, girls soccer, football players, man, the whole thing showing up underground rock and roll shows and bringing their mates, and just it kind of changed our stuff was poppy enough it made sense to the mainstream. It wasn't so weird or punky that it didn't make sense. It kind of worked.
Right on.
My thing was this: if the girls dance to your music, you won.
Yeah, you're
Because
right.
guys will follow the girls.
Yep.
If the girls like it,
Yep.
I mean, it's not why I made it the way I made it, but if they dance, if
Yep.
they're having fun,
You're right.
you just won.
Yep. You're right.
You
100%.
win.
Yep.
And that stuff was catchy, bro.
Absolutely.
All right. I'm
Sweet.
done.
Yep. I got a busy day tomorrow and I'm ready to call it a day.
Let's do it. All right, we're out of here. Thanks for coming by. Hey, put out the video late last night on the newly built big SEX6 trimmers truck. I think it looks fantastic. Kirk was the sheriff in the Land Rover truck. Kelly's got his redesigned, revamped, Scout with us. And then, the trimmers truck made its debut. Go check that video out. Say hello. And I mean, literally, if any of you guys are interested, I have tons of those CDs. There's cuss words and debauchery in some of those songs, but just don't play it at the preschool. You'll be all right.
Jeez.
I got a note here on my desk, taped down. I cannot delay anymore. That's why I didn't he offered to pay me for those CDs. And I was like, don't pay me because I'll just send you one. And also don't pay me because then I'll feel really bad when I don't get around to it. So that's why. All right, y'all. We're out of here in 5. Hanger Rats forever. We'll 3 you later. You're too good to be forgotten. Listen, you lie. We'll see you next time. Bye now.
See you guys.
Boom.